into the middle layer of biology, which is, we talked about EM, the effector of microorganisms, and Terraganics has one. We've actually got Mr. Vila coming on again this coming Monday with Leighton. He does the Bokashi and the effective microorganisms. So the effective microorganisms are a set of organisms that can exist in both an aerobic or oxygen environment and an anaerobic, no oxygen environment, and they can move back and forth between. So it's like having, we'll go back to the loggers. Okay, you got the loggers out in the bush, okay, bringing the trees down, and then you've got the people that take those trees, put them on a truck, and bring it to the mill to be processed. Okay, and then it goes from the mill to the store where you go in and you buy it. So there's the different sections. So that is how you can see these effective microorganisms that can move back and forth. They're moving materials. So deep down, you've got the bacteria that's breaking down those sand molecules into the carbon or the silica, etc. And the effective microorganisms are the truck drivers going down, grabbing that stuff, bringing it up into the aerobic area where the biology there needs those materials to build more cells. Okay, so one of the other secrets, and this is a big one, guys, is you're not growing plants. The biology is growing your plant. It's the ones that are building your plant. It's the biology that is needed for all aspects. So don't focus on growing a tomato plant. Focus on growing biology that grows the tomato plant. That's one of the hardest things for everyone, whether you're a gardener, you're a farmer, it doesn't matter, to wrap your head around. The plant is a building. The biology controls the entire building. It controls how many floors, it controls how wide it is, it controls everything that goes on in that structure is controlled by the biology. You're not growing a plant, grow biology. Let the biology put the cells together that create that tomato plant, that create that beautiful tomato that goes into your mouth and you go, oh, that is so good. Hey, Super Nessa, Sagu, my friend. It is all about growing biology. Supply the biology with what they need. And when you put the seed in the ground, the biology is going to go, oh, hey, this is a tomato seed. We need to gather all these materials to make the tomato grow, this plant, this apartment building grow, because that's where we're living with more biology. So if you're growing biology, you're growing the workforce that puts it all together, not only in how your plant grows, how your leaf grows, how your tomato grows, but also what's underneath, what's in the soil is growing. Okay, it's growing the higher levels of fungal development that are necessary for the higher layers of plants. Okay, so without the biology, there's no plant. So you can't grow a plant without the biology. You can't have anything, at least not organic substance, without that. Get that so deep embedded in your subconscious that you're not growing anything but biology. It's the biology that puts the cells together, maintains the cell, and if it's on top of the leaf, it's grabbing the light energy, the photons coming from the sun, using that to grow more biology, to grow more cells. The more cells in your plant, the healthier your plant. If you have, problems with bugs, okay, make your plants more healthy. All of a sudden, the bugs can't consume your plant. You have an aphid problem. The aphid's poking in and, it's draining your plant. Well, if your cell structure on your plant is so thick that the aphid can't bite through to get down to what it needs to eat, the aphid's going to fly away. Predator prey, no food source, it's gone. Okay. So you have to focus your entire understanding. Grasp this. Don't ever let it go. It is all about the biology. Focus on growing the biology, all the different levels of biology. Okay? That's where if all you're doing is throwing in fungal, there's nothing for the fungal to eat. The fungal ain't gonna last. That's why a lot of products that are being sold out there, you have to keep buying them. Just keep buying them. Yeah, baby, just give me your money. Give me your money. Because there's no, how do I say, existence of all the forms. Okay. Now we've had amazing people coming on to our podcast on the Soil Matters that, they have different products that, are algae based. We had a couple of young ladies on here, a couple of shows, and their algae based product, that's that aquatic biology. We've had, the Terraganics crew, that's your middle layer. And then your upper layer, that's your compost and your extracts, etc. These are all available. You can create them yourselves if you want to take the time and the energy. Okay. It is all based on biology. Now, I know there's a lot of people that talk about, different oxidates, amino acids, etc., that are needed. Yes, they are needed. Okay. But they're created inside your plant. Okay. Well, who's controlling your plant? Who's controlling that cell that makes that amino acid that's necessary? It all goes back to who's in control of that cell. It's the biology. So the more diverse biology that you can have, the better off the whole system is going to be.